Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. MT5 donational indicators, TRO 2020 smart ranges, part 4. Actually, today is more about the test lines indicator that will be the TRO HL5, the MT5 version of it. But I just have to let you all know that these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. Trading is extremely risky. You can lose all of your money. If you need trading, investment, or financial advice, seek the advice of an accredited financial professional. So, what have I been up to? I've got some code to do the rectangle shading. So in this particular case, this is the TRO Wick Zone GPS. We've got the smart ranges here, but in the test lines indicator, um, I've added a few features. Now you know it's D1 from one day ago. Top and bottom, I got the labels pretty much lining up where they should. So if you switch, or actually, if you drag the chart, you see on the next tick how they align. So I figured out a way to program around the ridiculous problem there. So in test lines, we've got a whole bunch of the inputs, not quite as many as the MT4 version, but I'm getting there. So we can show the top and bottom, which that's for the wick zone. We can show the high and low offset, that's for the rat zone. And we can show the open offset, which is the buy zone. And so far, we've got all the different colors for the different areas. We got the green rat zone, red rat zone. Let's see, why does that say closed buy zone? Should be color buy zone. I'll have to fix that spelling. And we've got also, I put in the previous day. So you can shade the wick zone, the rat zone, and the previous day. So I can skip over here to a different chart. So you can see here we got the high, open, mid, pivot, and low based on today's daily candle. So if we switch the time frame here, we've got the 1 hour, as you can see. But then what we can do is come down here and turn on shade previous day. And so then the previous day gets shaded like so. So you know where price is today versus the previous day. And so I can also, I think I'll have to add the shading for the current day because sometimes people like to have the current day shaded. So that's one of the things I've been doing. And you can see I've also added the pivot. So for the pivot traders, so we've got the rat zone here. So red rat, green rat. And I've already showed you the wick zone, the upper wick zone, the lower wick zone. And actually the shading, the way I had it in the wick zone indicator itself, if the previous day was green, they would both be green. If the previous day was red, they'd both be red. So, but you can use whatever colors you want. That's the reason why I code the way I code. I try to make everything inputs so you can just do things and have things presented the way you like them. So that's pretty much it on the MT4 side. And for the traders that are new to my videos, you're asking about a lot of the different systems. And once again, horizontal line basing. So let's just look here at the wick zone. You've got the high, you've got the top. Price wants to leave the wick zone. So you trade out of the wick zone. So at the top you go long, at the bottom you go short. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. That's just how trading is. I mean, if you would have taken the breakout here, it would have reversed on you. You might have stopped out. You might have reversed. And then what does price do? It then reverses on you again. One of the things Wall likes to do is he usually waits for the second touch. So here, even though we are looking at H1, he might have considered that one touch. Let's see what happens. We go down to the 15-minute. Let's see, how many times did it touch? No, it actually just touched once. So you don't take the first touch, but here there's another touch, and then finally it broke out on the fourth time. And then here it came back, and then we had the big breakout there. So sometimes patience pays off, and sometimes you might miss a trade that would have been a winner on that first touch. But so many times, and you'll see this as you trade, you'll start to pick up on little things like that. Some of these things can be taught, but some of these things you have to just see and experience yourself, and then you'll pick up on them. And you just have to pay attention to what price is doing. So as you can see here, it entered the bottom of the wick zone right here, and then it turned right back around. But actually, what you might want to do here, I just realized, because you see this is probably yesterday, because this is the start of yesterday. Where do we have it? Test lines. We could shade the previous day, and you could see it much better, much clearer. So you can see here that was yesterday, and then here's what happened today. So that's the wick zone. So once again, using the one TRO or in this case test lines indicator, you get all those goodies. And then here's the rat zone for today. So right now, the range high minus low is 51, which technically is big enough for the rat zone. But you can see here we're only at 4% of the range. So I really wouldn't be looking for reversals right now. I would be more looking for price to push and make new highs or new lows before I'd start looking for the rat zone trades. But I mean, price, if it makes a new high, it's going to have to leave the green rat zone and get up in the red rat zone. It's already left the red rat zone, so it could be making lows. So, and the main thing is right about now, you probably want to wait for London to open if you're going to start trading rather than trading now, because there's just not much happening at this point in time. But that's not to say price can't move. There could always be some event that happens that causes price to either take off like a rocket or drop like a rock. That's just how it is. And then back here, once again, just showing you the previous day shading. I don't know what else I've put in here that I haven't shown you. Let's see, open, high, low, close, mid, show the top, bottom, show the buy zone offset. I think I've shown you the buy zone, or maybe I haven't. I think I showed you that the other day, but just in case. So we want to show the open offset, make that true. And then you can see you got the buy zone here and the sell zone there. And that's a H1. We can move down. Whoops. Still got to get used to this. So you can see here, there was the buy zone. So anywhere along this area here is the buy zone. That's like, this is the last place you'd want to buy. And you see here, there was only, what, 2 pips to be made. But here on the sell zone, there was a little bit more pips to be made. Once again, we had the pivot below the open, so you'd want to fade to the pivot. So you would have ignored this trigger. And then right here, you take this trigger at the sell zone or anywhere in here. You might have taken a rat reversal trade. You might have just taken breaking out of this bottom right here, this area, and just go short. And you see here there was some resistance or put in, but then it just came on down, took out the pivot. And so the distance between here and here looks like about 26 pips. So there was a chance right between here and here to pick up 16 pips. So once again, horizontal line trades, really simple, trading with the candle color at the line. So if price is going down, you short. If price is going up to a line, you go long. That's it. That's trading. I mean, you have your stop loss in place. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, you just have to click the mouse. And once you click the mouse, then it's up to the market whether you win or lose. But it's up to you how you manage the loss. Do you keep it tight or do you just let it run against you forever? That's on you. The market may give you an opportunity to take pips. So for example, right here, it gave you an opportunity to take some pips. Did you take them? If not, then the market would take them back. So that's why you have to sometimes just grab 3, 4, 5 pips, 2 pips, 1 pips. And then every now and then you'll get that nice drop, and then you can pick up, a bucket load or a boatload of pips. But as you're trading, what you have to do is just pay attention to what the market's doing. And if it's not moving in your direction, then it's probably going to move against you. So if you've got a profit, take it. And if you miss out, no big deal, because guess what? There'll be another trade. They're just like buses. They just keep coming and coming, right? So, fellow traders, that'll wrap that up. So just remember when you're trading, it doesn't matter if you're using MT4 or MT5 because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. And remember to click subscribe, click the like button, click the bell to get notified when I put out a new video, and then go down to where it says share and share these videos all over the internet. Because when they see this little orange skull or the little gray skull, it's going to strike